Stanford University.
My name is Sara Lazar. I'm a neuroscientist at Massachusetts General Hospital. I've been practicing yoga and meditation for about 30 years now, and I've done numerous week-long meditation retreats. I even did a 6-week meditation retreat. I highly recommend them if you haven't done one before. Some people start off like a 1 or 2 or 3 day retreat. Those are good. That's sort of a way to sort of warm up. So if you haven't ever done one, I highly recommend it. So today we're going to start with a little bit of metta, a little bit of kindness practice, and then we'll do a body scan, and then we'll end with some more kindness practice. I always like to start and end practice with kindness, metta, just to, it makes the meditation sitting a little bit easier. And also it's just a sort of a nice way to then move out into your day. Also, if my mind's racing, it's a little bit easier to start with the metta practice than to do like breath awareness or a body scan. One of my teachers talks about how, you're going and, your mind is going. It's sort of like driving down a highway at, 60 miles an hour. And then you come to an off ramp, right? And you can't just like, boop, stop. Like you need to, gradually sort of, come in for a landing, and sort of slow down slowly. So in terms of meditation, the way I like to do that is I start by just moving a little bit and sort of just, getting into the body, especially first thing in the morning, something nice to stretch. Get the body waking up. It's also a good way to, if you have been going for a while already, to sort of release some of the tension you've already built up. You might want to do some neck rolls, do some shaking, get the body moving a little bit. And then another thing that's kind of nice to do is to get oriented in the room, right? So get a sense of the whole room around you. And notice what it feels like. We feel different when we're, say, in a bedroom versus a living room, when we're at home versus in a shared space or an office. We have a slightly different feel in our body when we're in these different spaces. So tuning into what this particular space feels like. If there's other people around you, what does it feel like to have other people around you? Right, so just tuning in. There's nothing you have to feel. Maybe you don't notice anything in particular, but just trying to become aware of what this space feels like. And then bringing attention into just our personal space bubble, usually about a foot or so, 2 feet around us. What does that feel like? And then bringing attention inside of us, and getting a sense of our whole body, head to toe. And now connecting with our heart center. Just getting a sense of that space and feeling of connection with ourself. Perhaps give yourself a little smile. And we're going to start off with a little bit of kindness practice. So think of someone who you consider to be a benefactor, someone who helps you out, someone who just makes you smile. It could be a religious figure, it could be a young person, it could be an animal, someone for whom you feel a gratitude or appreciation, kindness. This person just makes you feel good inside. And just bringing this person to mind and just noticing how they make you feel and connecting to that heart energy that gets stirred up when you think about this person. And then just letting this person know that you appreciate them. So in your mind's eye, thanking them, smiling at them, perhaps shaking their hand, perhaps hugging them if it's appropriate, just feeling connected with this person in a really deep way. And letting that sense of warmth and connection flow through your whole body, head to toe. And we're going to shift into a body scan. But if at any point, you're feeling kind of dry or kind of mm, restless or unsure, you can go back to that person who makes you smile, who makes you feel grateful. Just sort of tune into them for a moment, get resettled, refocused, recentered in your heart, and then resume the practice. So with the body scan, I'd like to start at the top of the head and just bring attention to the top of your head and imagine a spotlight about the size of a dime moving back and forth, side to side, across your scalp, front to back, just slowly moving at your own pace. There's nothing you have to feel. There's nothing right or wrong. It's just learning to bring attention to our sensory experience, directing our attention all the way from one ear to the other, down by the back of the neck as well. And then bringing attention to our forehead. And again, just scanning the forehead, noticing if this is an area where you keep tension. And if you encounter muscle tension, just inviting that area to release and relax. Moving into the eyeballs and the area around the eyes. Can you allow your eyeballs to just rest in the sockets? So often they're straining, looking to see something. Can we just allow them to rest? Down the bridge of the nose, the cheeks, and the jaw. The jaw is one of my favorite places to hold tension. Noticing if your jaw is clenched shut, can it just hang loose? Noticing your tongue. Can it just float in your mouth? Or is it jammed up against the back of your teeth? letting that relax. Moving now into the neck and shoulders. Noticing how you carry your head. Can you allow your neck to just relax? Allowing your shoulders to let go and droop just a little bit. Moving attention now down through the arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrist and hands. How do you know your hands are touching something? What's the actual sensation that you're experiencing? Perhaps there's temperature, warmth or cool, perhaps pressure, perhaps tingling, perhaps a sensation you can't quite name. Just tuning into that. And if your hands are touching two things, perhaps skin and clothing, clothing and air, how do those feel different? And there's no right or wrong answer. We're just training our attention to tune in to what we're actually experiencing. We'll move into the torso now, into the rib cage. How do you know you're breathing? What's the actual sensation of your ribs expanding and contracting? tuning into that very subtle feeling of the muscles expanding and contracting. Remember to tune in both front and back, side to side, the entire rib cage. Moving now down into the belly and diaphragm. Belly is another popular place to hold tension. And you just let the belly hang loose. Moving now down into the pelvic area, the sits bones, the legs, knees, ankles, and feet. How do you know what your feet are touching? Again, perhaps there's some temperature, some tingling. Just getting a sense of being grounded. And bring attention to the whole body, head to toe. Notice if any tensions crept back into your favorite places: the jaw, the neck, the belly, the hands. Getting to know where you hold your tension. And just inviting those areas to release and relax again. And we'll switch now to kindness practice. I invite you to do this with your whole body. So as we're going to connect with our benefactor again, the person who makes us smile and feel grateful, we'll send some back to them. We'll send some to ourselves. And then we're going to send it out to various people. But as we're doing it, trying to really embody the kindness, right? So really with our whole being, feel the kindness for these other people and ourselves. It's not a thinking thing, it's a feeling thing. So again, bringing to mind that person who makes you smile, for whom you feel gratitude, kindness, appreciation, smiling at them, really letting that feeling go through your whole body. Now sending it back to them, really letting them know how much you appreciate them. Feeling connected with this person in a really deep way. Now bringing that sense of appreciation to your own self, all the good things you do, all the ways you take care of yourself and others. Having a moment of kindness for yourself, sending some of your heart energy to every cell in your body. And now we're going to share some of this kindness with the people we know. We'll start with people we care about, friends and family. You can do this at your own pace. So bring to mind a person that you care about and wish them well. You might use words like, may you be happy, may you be healthy. You might just smile at them. You might imagine sharing a laugh with them, sharing a meal, whatever it is that you normally do with this person and how you connect with this person. Just imagine doing that with them. It's appropriate, maybe giving them a hug. And just feeling a deep sense of connection with this person with your whole body. And then at your own pace, move through other people that you know. bringing each one to your mind's eye and connecting with them deeply. And if the mind wanders, that's okay. Just starting over again. And if you need to, you can go back to the first person for whom you feel gratitude. Get regrounded with that sense of connection. And then shift to the people you care about again. Shift now to the neutral category. So bring to mind people that you know by sight but don't really know. So this could be neighbors that you see every day but you never talk to. People who work in the shop, bus drivers. You know them but you don't. And just bring them to your mind's eye. Smile at them, say hello. Send some kindness their way. See if you can feel a little more connected with them, even though you don't really know them. getting recentered again, connecting with our benefactor again. And then we're going to work with the people who maybe we're having a little bit of difficulty with. Perhaps someone we have a bit of a disagreement with. The person who did that little thing that kind of annoys you. Can for a moment we put aside the grudge, put aside the disagreement. Just recognize them as a fellow human being and wish them well. Smile at them. Think they're okay. And just in some way that you can find a connection with them. And we'll let that go now and come back to our benefactor. Get connected again with them and with our heart. Feeling that deep sense of gratitude and appreciation, kindness. And now we're going to send it out to everyone in the world, starting with the people just right around us, physically right around us, in the same building as us. Feeling connection with each and every one of them. Then expanding out to your neighborhood, all the people you know and don't know. Wishing them all well. Sending them all a smile. And then expanding out to your whole town or city. Lots of people there. Smiling at them all. Feeling connected with them all. We're all in this together. And expanding out into ever wider circles. The whole state. Sweeping across all of North America. Can we feel connected to everyone? Giving everybody a big hug. Moving down into Central America and South America. Sending kindness to everybody. Warmth and connection. Then down over the pole up into Africa. We're connected to everybody. We just don't know it. Can we feel that connection? Up through all the Middle East, and through Europe. Giving everybody a big hug. And moving east through Asia. Russia, China, Thailand, all the islands. India, of course, and Australia. We're all interconnected. I'm just giving the whole world a big hug. Letting that go. And coming back into our body. Checking ourselves from head to toe again one last time. Feeling connected with every part of our body. And slowly expanding attention to just a few inches right around us. And then to our personal space bubble. And then out into the room. What does it feel like back in this room? And slowly opening eyes, wiggling fingers and toes. Perhaps giving a little stretch. Ah. Mm. Ah, that was really lovely. Thank you all for joining me today. And hopefully throughout the day, you can just occasionally check in with your heart, check in with that person who makes you smile, makes you feel grateful, and send some of that heart energy out to the people around you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sara. We're grateful to you.
Thank you.